have a couple of special guests today.
My daughter,
Yeah.
who will remain nameless, and another guest who will remain nameless because he's
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave it at that.
He could be killed for being on the show.
Well, isn't that
Speaking of killing babies.
Nice segue. Yeah, we're gonna start off today with something that
which blew my mind as a parent.
Yeah, it's something we were having a interesting conversation about that I had never heard of, and
well, let me
Johnny's
start.
Daughter's here. She's gonna explain this to us.
So my baby's mama got in touch with me the other night and wanted me to talk to my daughter about a little game she's playing right now called, what's it called?
Senior Assassin.
Senior Assassin. It has, all I knew, she's like, I really didn't understand. She was like, well, what they do is they go around and they have to kind of track each other and assassinate each other with water guns, yada, 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 and there's a baby involved. I'm like, baby? Apparently I don't know, well, she's here to explain it. I want to, maybe hear your feedback on it. Am I a bad parent?
Oh, boy.
Or am I a cool parent? But I'm supposed to scold her, but she explained it to me. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So, explain. What is this now? What's it called?
Senior Assassin.
Senior Assassin. Okay. And how many people are involved?
There's
just the seniors, I take it, right?
It's just the seniors, but there's 50 teams.
Okay. How many on a team?
2.
Well, explain it to us exactly what it is because we don't know. I mean, we have no idea. We didn't do these things in our day.
Basically, you have a teammate, and then you get assigned targets, and you have 2 weeks to go shoot them with a water gun. But you also, it's hard to explain. You have to hold a baby, and the baby is like
a real baby?
No, a fake one.
And they're called baby dolls.
And it's
fake babies.
It's immunity.
I didn't even know you were pregnant.
But it's good that you're using it as a human shield.
That's good.
Me and my teammate, our name's Team Baby Mamas.
Team Baby Mamas. It's perfect.
So basically, you get assigned people, and you have 2 weeks to go get them. But if they're holding their baby and you try to shoot them with a water gun, it doesn't count.
What do they call that? What's the word?
Like role-playing game?
Well, because she's holding the baby, you can't assassinate the person. It's kind of like a shield, right?
Yeah, human shield.
Like immunity.
Immunity, that's the word.
Immunity,
so,
okay.
But everyone's in a Life 360, so you could see where everyone's location is at all times. So, you could show up to places that they are.
Okay, so this is how behind the times I am. What is that 360 thing? That's an app?
Yeah, where parents track their kids.
That's what you use?
That's what my mom uses. Remember?
Wow. Yeah. See, I didn't even know about this thing.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, that's stuff for another episode. So now,
could this be made by the CIA?
I need to know what the origination of this game is. Now, you tell me that it's being played all across the country?
Yeah.
Wow. And how long have you known about this?
Well, it happened last year. I was at, a year ago today, actually, because it's my friend's birthday. I was at her birthday party at the beach, and someone came up with water guns and, shot her, and then she was out because she wasn't holding her baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, on her birthday.
It was her birthday?
Ruthless.
It was.
Wow. Kids today are so cold.
Like a Morris shit.
Back in my day, they say, oh, no, we'll wait another day. It's her birthday.
But you win money if you win.
How much money is, what's the brand?
Everyone puts in $10.
Right.
And so, right now, the prize is, $1,500.
Wow.
But,
Can I get in?
It's going to look really different.
But people, you could buy yourself, back in. So...
Oh, if you get, assassinated, you can buy yourself back in?
Yeah,
Wow.
but each time, as the weeks go on, you have to pay more. So I think right now to get back in, it's going to be like $20.
Right.
But like towards like maybe in like 2 weeks, it will be 50.
You're pretty excited about this, aren't you?
It's fun.
So what do you think about it, sir?
Well, she told me, so you're being
kids.
tracked.
How old's your kid?
Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, too young.
Too young.
She's not assassinating any seniors. She is the baby.
That you know about.
She is the baby.
But they don't have like a hitman.
I could so see her doing this. She probably invented it for all you know.
Like they don't have like Hitman Kindergarten and shit like that?
No. Well, not that I know of.
We never did this back in our day. We never had this.
No.
We used to have to dance.
I didn't do any dancing.
So.
Oh, and there's Purge, which means
Purge, yeah.
Babies don't matter.
Babies don't matter.
That's the sickest part.
That's the sickest part, yeah.
That means anyone could come get you. And if you're holding your baby, it doesn't matter.
See, this is sending all the wrong messages
here. Yeah, that's
here.
what I'm saying. It's like it's kind of like desensitizing, almost like the video games and stuff like that.
But even worse because it's real life. Real. Yeah.
Right.
Now, I mean, we're here in the backyard of Parkland. You wouldn't think that this would
fly. Well, that's cool. Like, Stoneman Douglas probably isn't.
Yeah, I
I love you. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think they hilarious. Yeah.
Oh Lord, forgive us. Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, it's kind of a. It's like I just see some sicko showing up with a you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't like it, to be honest.
But we're 17 and 8. Like, it's not like it's old men.
It doesn't matter. The school shootings are all done.
But you can't go. You can't get shot at school. There's limitations.
Nice.
There's limits.
There's limits.
You can't get out at school or in the school parking lot or at church or anywhere of worship or at any other schools or at sports while you're playing a sport.
What did your mom say to you about it? She's against it, right?
Well, she was fine with it, and she's invested. She's always like,
excuse me?
It's like a new bachelor now.
Yeah. She's like, did anyone else just get out?
2 days ago, she was telling me.
She's like, can I? She's like, can I go on the Life 360?
What?
She wants to watch.
No, she wants to help.
Oh my God.
She wants to she's like, can I track your targets while you're gone, like to see where they are?
Wow, just last night she was terrified and telling me you need to talk to your daughter. And now she's like,
she's invested.
Part of the game.
No, she's like, who's gotten it?
Maya's leaving. She's like, you got the baby? You sure you have the baby?
That's what she said.
Really?
Yes, and she got mad at me. I got lectured because she said I was irresponsible because I accidentally left my baby inside and we had to turn around to go get it. Because I was like, oh, I can't, like, not have it.
Oh my God.
This is turning into a whole different thing here, you know?
What a turnaround. She was all worried yesterday.
I know.
No, she is. I don't know.
Yeah, but your mom's she likes those, like, competition shows and stuff like that.
I think she's looking for somebody to stop her.
My mom's the one that thought I was being set up. She's like, it's a setup. Like,
no wonder why she texted me today and was like, don't worry about it. Just ask her to explain it to you, but don't really get on her about it.
But when she found out about that it was that the girl was trying to set me up, she was just like, I told you it was a setup. I'm so smart. Like, I'm so good at this game.
You see what's going to happen, though? There's going to be some crossover. There's going to be some adults joining this game. This is going to get huge. We're all going to be part of it.
Times are changing.
This one, what's it called? This one kid who has my friend, he followed around his mom instead of him because he left his phone in his mom's car.
Oh, my God.
So...
See, that's what I mean by it might be dangerous.
Oh my God.
And you could track when people are speeding because you could track how fast they're going. And this one girl was like going 84 miles per hour on like some road. I don't even know.
See, this is something.
There are a lot of implications with this. It really is concerning because, I mean,
the mother doesn't know she's in the game.
No. And, the kids crouch down outside of people's houses.
I did that.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm saying. What happens if a neighbor's like, what's going on at Betsy's? Who's that?
We we made the joke earlier about, not really a joke, but I said, cops see you with a gun, they don't know what you have, you're putting yourself in a lot of danger. But even more so now, going back to what you just got done saying about the neighbor, that's even more dangerous, especially down here in Florida, because everybody's packing and they're all
How long have you been without your phone, though? Because you leave your phone behind so they can't track you, right?
Right.
So how long is the longest you've been without your phone?
So when I showed up to when they were eating dinner, I left my phone at my house, and it was probably there for like 3 hours.
That's actually not bad, though. You didn't have a phone for 3 hours?
My screen time's not that bad.
Oh, it's not.
I'm pretty impressed with that. I couldn't be away from mine for 5 minutes. They don't stay on
it all day. They go on it like us. I'm not on it all day, but you keep picking it up.
I am. I'm on some screen all day.
So they could show up right now if they want it.
But they can't come in unless you invite them in.
I hope they don't pull that shit in this neighborhood.
These 2 people showed up to my friend's house and pretended that they were doing a fundraiser for Olympic Heights, because that's where...
Wow, that's some fun.
So now they're coming up with schemes and storylines and shit?
Yeah.
I can see some good in this, too.
And in order to get into neighborhoods, they're saying that they're DoorDash to get in.
Wow. See, that's the thing.
That's disturbing.
Is it something like the kids of the future? It's like prepare of the future. Like, it's a whole new generation and shit like that.
Well, I know. That's why I was just saying that maybe there's some good to this, because, the way things have been going, who knows when the shit's going to hit the fan. Maybe you want your kids to be a little slicker. It teaches you street smarts in a weird gangster kind of way, but, be paranoid. Be looking over your shoulder.
What's that saying you were saying was strapped?
Stay strapped or get clapped. Because when I tried to get my target, every time he comes out when I'm not expecting him to, and he's like, "I stay strapped." Oh,
we'll cut that out. Nobody's listening.
So, guys, what did he say?
Something else gonna get cut out here in a minute.
He says that he's always strapped.
I don't know, Johnny. What do you think? You're Mr. Tough Street guy. What do you think about all this? Can you imagine if that was going on in your neighborhood in the 80s?
We lived in tough times, and we never did shit like this.
I know.
We never really played games. We played like Coco Olivio or Kick the Can. We didn't,
Was this the 1940s?
Kick the can?
You never play Kick the Can?
No. Stick ball.
Everybody's got to... Kick the Can is awesome. Everybody's got to hide. When you're it, right? You got to you count to 10 or something. Everybody hides, and you have to try to find them, but you have to guard the can. If you catch somebody, I forgot what you do when you catch somebody. Like, I see you, you're done. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like the same.
Well, we played Escape.
Right? But somebody could run and kick the can and they win. But you got to try to keep them from kicking the can.
Was it? No, Release it was called, not Escape.
No.
But it's the same thing. You ever heard of Release?
No.
Where you have 2 teams, and I swear this probably came out of fucking Vietnam generation or something. But you had 2 teams, and you had to hide in different places. It was kind of like, hide and seek. But once you got caught, you got put into this pen, this holding cell for the POWs, and then your teammates had to come and try to get you out. Oh, it was
what kind of games did you
intense.
Play?
Manhunt.
Same thing. It's the same thing. You just didn't have
Kick the can? Yeah. No, it was the same thing as Kick the Can without the can.
So, where are you in the standings right now?
I could tell you. Because it says how many people are. It crosses their name out.
Because they've been assassinated.
Yes.
And this is the generation that claims they have so much anxiety. I couldn't do this shit. I'm paranoid enough as it is. You leave me home by myself for an hour, and I was checking all the windows and shit.
There's still, only 2 teams have been fully assassinated. Both of them are gone. But
weak.
But a lot of people will be out next week, because if you don't get your targets in 2 weeks, then you're out.
Oh, so that's more
why,
stress.
Yeah, that's why they have purge days, so you could go get that.
Wow.
So how do you
But
feel
you're
about
still
this?
safe in your house on Purge Day.
Yeah, but you don't know that it's going to be a purge until they text it. Like, I was at lunch, and we got the text, like, it's purge time until 7 o'clock. So it's like I was already there. It wasn't like I could...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's fun for you, obviously. You like it. Would you do it again? Like you said, you can?
Like, I'd buy myself back in.
You would?
Yeah. Because it gives us something to do. It's fun.
Doesn't it ever, like, stress you out or give you anxiety?
No, it does. Like, yesterday, when I thought that, when the girl showed up to come get me, because she showed up to the restaurant, I was holding my baby. I was, like, gripping onto it. And I was scared that there was going to be a purge and that she would be able to come back and get me and that my baby wouldn't matter. And I'm, like, scared because I'm getting my hair done. Like, what if I'm in the chair? Like, I can't move. Like, what if they come...
Is this the baby?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Listen. Watch this.
Hey, please don't kill me. I'm always strapped.
Look at mine. She's all like upset that I got the baby. Are you breastfeeding?
Oh, please, not in front of us.
So, I'll beep that out.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? Like, being that you have a kid who, how old is she?
She's 7.
She's 7. My daughter's 18. So it's almost double the age. What is she going to be playing at that age? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Hopefully, not using real guns.
Yeah.
Hired assassin.
Just 3, print one out.
But anyhow, what else? Anything else you want to? What do we haven't been on for a while. There's so much has happened.
Oh my God, I know.
And it's good to have my daughter here, get her perspective on things.
Yeah, I don't know how much the kids really pay attention to what's going on in the world, though. I mean, I didn't when I was her age.
Do you like Biden?
I don't know. I don't really hear about him.
Would you let him sniff you?
Did you see that one video? Where he sniffed that boy? I'll put it on here. This video, where somebody's holding a baby.
Oh, to his back?
Yes.
Oh, that was so.
Wait, holding a real baby now?
Yes.
Or was he playing the strap game?
No.
With the kids.
It was a real baby. Somebody was holding. He was behind, and he just kind of like went to the middle of the back and was like,
and buried his nose in this kid's back.
So weird.
Ew.
It was disgusting. How do people just pretend that's okay?
Well, let's tell you about the State of the Union. Where I don't know the lady's name.
Did you watch
it? No, I just saw segments of it. It was a joke, at least from what I saw. But he grabs some lady's face, and she immediately removes his hands from her face, and this walks away.
Wow.
They're so weird, man. Everything is getting so bizarre. And then, like I was telling Alex, he didn't see it, but we got to put this in we got to make a video for this. Kamala's neck.
Yeah, what's going on?
I didn't see that.
It's like they're wearing masks.
And then, and Joe too. There was like an over the shoulder shot of he was leaning in to talk to somebody, and he twisted his head, and the back of his neck wrinkled like
Mr. Burns?
Rubber.
You think
You could see it.
Maybe they're all reptilians and they wear masks.
Something is wrong. Speaking of reptilians. I keep saying her name.
You don't have to stay.
I'm good.
Okay. Well,
She
I
can't
hope I
judge
don't.
us. She's killing babies.
Oh my God. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. She'll be able to handle this. This guy, Anthony Bourla, the CEO of Pfizer.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the neck videos?
Neck video?
Oh my God.
His neck expands just like
on the
frog
sides.
or a lizard. You know how a lizard lets
Yeah. This way?
Yeah.
Yes. We've
weird,
seen
dude.
several
It's not
different videos, and one of them was an interview with Lester Holt.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's just something that somebody found.
Is that why they have meetings behind closed doors? So that way they can take their masks off and breathe?
I think so. something's not right, and I
what's
will
up
show
with
you.
all the UFO sightings lately?
That's the other thing. That's why I said Project Blue Beam. But I'm starting to think maybe now they really are real.
Of course they're real.
Or it could be a distraction.
Well,
I
Because
think
there's a lot of other stuff going on at the same time.
Well, they're waiting to press that button when shit hits the fan, bringing the aliens.
yeah, exactly, and they're gonna do it soon. If this is just a precursor to
Like
it or
that
whatever.
balloon shit, the Chinese, that's all bullshit.
Yeah,
That's a pretty big satellite, though. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
It's a pretty real idea. Let's attach a
They
balloon
banned
to a
all my
satellite.
accounts on Facebook because I shared Hunter Biden floating with balloons in his underwear.
yeah.
And then a bunch of people came on my Facebook and I'm going to share it too. And they all got 30 days banned.
I like the meme of what's the Chinese leader? What's of the CCP?
Xi
Yeah,
Jinping.
it's him holding up Biden in a dress and a sundress.
Oh, the sailor suit.
And he's saying to him, he's going, "My little fortune cookie."
China owns us.
Yeah.
But I think they actually have stocks and ownerage of Disney now. I'm realizing.
Oh, they own everything. They're in on everything. They own half of our freaking farmland now. We're screwed. This is way beyond.
I thought that was Bill Gates.
Both of them.
So half is Bill and half is China?
Pretty much. And, this brings me back to Project Bluebeam. The whole point, the whole thing that they're going to do is they're going to stage this alien invasion, and that's going to be their precursor to the one world government.
Yeah.
That's going to be the thing that brings everybody together.
Yeah.
Oh, we got this outside force threatening us all. We have to band together. And, we're going to need somebody to lead. And that's their plan. It's in their little manifesto there. Was that Agenda 21?
So,
or is it 30?
I don't know if this is kind of the same tech, but in 2008, it was on, what was it? Is it Dancing with the Stars?
What?
No, hold on. I can't remember. I think it was Dancing with the Stars, where they had two holograms. One was Elvis Presley, and one was Celine Dion. That was in 2008.
So imagine
it was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen.
How much better it can be now.
Oh, yeah.
But
we don't even have any technology like that available to the public.
Nobody talks about it.
No one
only
talks
when they feel like it.
Yeah.
Only when they want to drop little seeds here and there.
Yeah.
But damn well that they have mastered it by now. That's a long time ago. And if it was that good back then, there's going to be a lot of things that we're not going to know what's real and what's not.
Right.
And it's not just with that, but with the deep fakes and all that they're doing now. You see how they're switching the actors' faces.
Well, once what is it, voice.ai or something is done, it's going to create a whole world of problems.
So they're going to be able to mimic anybody's voice?
Any voice, and you can already implement anyone's face in anything. There was a female streamer who didn't show herself in any sexual way. I don't know if she's a gamer or what it was, but she was on Twitch, and someone took her likeness, her face,
put it on a porno.
Put it on a porno.
Wow.
Completely devastated the girl.
That is so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they can ruin people and shit like that. Yeah, you just gotta be on your guard. I mean, there are usually telltale signs that you can tell when something, they still don't look quite right. I've seen a few of them that are surprising.
Especially the imaging where you get 3 legs or 5 fingers.
Oh, you mean with the chat GPT? Yeah. Oh, that's just crazy too. But they don't have it right. But sometimes I feel like they're just
give it a couple
giving
years
us giving us a preview of what they came up with a few years ago.
Yeah.
And what they really have is perfected.
Yeah.
In fact, when you go on ChatGPT, there's one of the warnings, whatever limitations they call it. It doesn't know that much after 2021. It's okay, how are they developing this? They have everything before 2021 you can rely on. It's going to be the truth. But anything after is iffy, which is just weird to me. Because they're constantly updating it. Yeah. They don't kid me. They're not just sitting back and maybe in another 6 months they'll catch up That's bullshit.
We talking the aliens?
The Chat GPT thing,
Oh,
the AI. Yeah, I've been like really into it, and I mean, it's another thing. It's like with that game, there's good things about it and there's bad things, but I got a feeling the bad is going to outweigh the worst.
What about like this whole what's coming out that we talked about years ago, and it's finally we were called crazy, but it's coming out now about Pfizer and the vaccine. You saw that video that Project Veritas put out with that guy with the director. Like he was like number 3 on the what's he called?
The hierarchy.
Yeah, he was like there was one between him and the fucking big chief. Yeah, were you vaccinated?
Yeah.
How many did you get?
2.
Were you vaccinated?
Don't get any more.
No
You
more.
don't need it. It's not effective. It doesn't do anybody any good.
But like I was explaining to you earlier, which is something that keeps getting removed from the internet, Biden declared a national emergency due to the bird flu, and now they'll be vaccinating all chickens with the new mRNA that they created for this new bird flu.
Well, they got to use it up because nobody's getting the shots anymore.
So now when you eat your poultry, you'll also get your spike proteins.
They're finding any way they can to get it into your system because there's so many people like ourselves that did not get vaccinated.
Yeah, so they got a stockpile of it. But another thing that I saw was, this was just yesterday, somebody from the CDC came out and admitted that they had 100,000 vials of this stuff before the pandemic even started.
No way.
2019.
Well, they have to have the vaccine before the virus.
Well, that's the viruses are created for the vaccine.
So about what this guy that was on that video that PV put out, I mean, he pretty much said that it's all for the money.
Yeah.
They find ways to mutate the virus to keep the vaccines going.
Well, they're creating new versions. What is it that Fauci kept saying he wasn't doing?
Gain of function.
So it's gain of function research.
Oh, but they changed it to sound a little better. What was it called? Directed evolution?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're basically making worse strains of a virus to produce vaccines in case that virus somehow gets created. But that's the thing, it's random. It's like rolling a dice. You don't know if you're gonna get 1 through 6. So how are they gonna make a vaccine for something that hasn't mutated?
That guy spilled it all just because he wanted to get down that guy's pants.
Must have been a good-looking guy.
Yeah, man, his freak out was the best part of the whole story, though.
It was a date. You lie on dates.
Lie on dates.
So many young people, and especially people in sports, that are just having heart attacks.
Oh yeah, that's been astronomical over the past few years. Young people,
and they're trying to make it like it's normal. They're finding all kinds of excuses.
Shitload of soccer players.
Well, the other thing that was very concerning about that,
if it's killing the healthy, like these are the most healthy people in the world.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine what it would do to?
Well, you know about our current, even Maya falls in this age group. From 22 and under, we have the least amount of children in our generation.
That's why I'm glad she's not doing volleyball anymore. Honestly, I was worried.
No, I know, me too.
But because this vaccine, it's creating blood clots, and like athletes are falling.
There's certain schools that are denying kids that are vaccinated now for sports.
Well, there was this one kid that I saw in the news. I gotta look it up. I shouldn't even bring it up if I don't know the whole thing. But he needed an operation, and they denied him because the parents weren't vaccinated.
Right. But back to the so you're the lowest generation. Like for my I had way more than you. So our population was growing, and now it's going backwards now. So now going back to the Project Veritas video, the guy stated that they're aware that it's making women infertile.
Yeah,
they're aware of it.
But that's the whole point. That was part of the plan for this whole thing. It's population control.
Makes you remind you of the tombstones in Georgia.
Oh, the guidestones.
The guidestones.
Oh yeah, we got to talk about that too. We talked about that in one of our earlier ones.
Yeah.
And then But one thing I want to say about the Pfizer CEO, is, first of all, he's unvaccinated. He came out and said, well, I'm not going to get it. I want to make sure the rest of the world gets it. He's just such a good guy. He doesn't want to take anything away from the rest of the world. But he is not a doctor. He's a veterinarian.
Just like Bill Gates.
Yeah, he's a veterinarian who was an expert in goat population control.
Why are we listening to these people? And meanwhile, they
because they're experts.
and then all the real doctors and scientists, they
silence them.
They silence them.
Well, there's actually an organization. I forget what it's called, but basically what they're doing is they're threatening children of these doctors. So, for instance, they'll go on their social media and this doctor will say, don't get the vaccine, yada, yada, yada. So then what this organization does, it's a world organization. It's in every country. They basically threaten their kids. They basically find their house and take a picture of their house, and then they draw a tombstone. Here's Sherry and Shirley.
Oh, I saw that.
And then they, boop, there you go.
Seriously?
And then the doctors are like, oh, now you're threatening my kid, and I don't even know who you are. I'm out.
Wow.
Oh, Halo.
These people
It's
are
called Halo.
how
And no one's doing
inappropriate.
anything. There's nothing you can do about it.
Oh my God, that is so sick. What
So
is
that's
happening,
why a
man?
lot of the doctors are being quiet now, though, and nurses that were speaking out previously.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. There's a big struggle going on. It has a lot more to do with their plan to, it goes back again to their one world government. That's what they want, and they overrode every country's government in the world. Their guidelines. Oh, this is how we're doing it. The WHO, like, they're the world authority on everything. But I did see that the government of Thailand is nullifying their contracts with all of the vaccine companies because they had the balls to go around to every country and have their government promise immunity for them if any shit goes down, so nobody can sue them. And now I think it's Thailand and Singapore, pretty sure both of their governments are nullifying that contract because, first of all, vaccine didn't work for any reason. It doesn't stop transmission, doesn't stop people from getting it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna get
If you're
shut down for this.
vaccinated and I'm not, I can potentially give you COVID. How are you not protected?
How is that a justification for
It's
anybody at this point? I know, but there are still people who believe it.
Oh, I know.
Don't tell that to my mom.
Yeah.
She will get pissed. Oh, it's better to have it than to not have it.
Why?
She can't tell me that. Because I won't. If I did get it, I wouldn't get it as
Because
bad.
Anderson Cooper is really cute, and he said it was good to do.
She just locked herself away. She's been locked in the house for 2 years now and doesn't want to be around anybody. She thinks that's.
I was
the
at the
solution.
barber yesterday. It was the first time I was here because I just came back. And the guy they gave me, he was wearing a mask. I was like, I'll wait. And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, I don't want to. And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, I would prefer to have another barber, or I can go somewhere else. They're like,
good for you.
No, they're like, no, you can come. We'll wait. It'll be 3 o'clock instead of now. And I was like, that's fine. I'll wait 3 hours.
Good for you. That's bullshit.
It's just dumb.
It's retarded. You wouldn't want anybody that retarded to have scissors near your neck.
I don't want anyone breathing in their own carbon dioxide.
Rexy. It's all right, Joe. We can talk about it. The dog wanted to go out, so I let the dog out. Just keep talking. I'll watch him.
No, you don't have to.
Well, the dog's there.
Yeah, we have a new guest now, Rex. He's the star of my children's book. Rexy Doodle's new friend, I call it. It's a true story, though. It's about, Rex goes and sits outside in his cage every day, and there's this little lizard that comes and visits him
JoAnn wrote a
every
book.
day.
But how did you write the book, though?
Well, he's calling me out.
Damn.
Well, it's just like her story. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
Yes, okay, so I have to tell the truth. So I used ChatGPT I put in my idea, had the idea for the book, and it did.
It's amazing.
It fucking
is.
wrote this amazing thing, but I did add to it. I added
I saw it.
Um,
It's actually really good. It's actually really good.
well, it's not typical.
Well-
I made it a lot different from what the Chat GPT thing, but I kept the core idea of it because it was really good.
Right.
It was a
Did you ever see? Hey, lady, did you ever see the lizards that have the curly tail?
No.
Well, anyway, they're out there, and Rex goes outside. We have a cage. Well, usually bearded dragons are very territorial.
Right.
Number one. All of a sudden, we noticed that there was this lizard. It's a curly tail lizard. Was in the cage, hanging out with Rex all the time,
sitting
every
next to
day,
him on the log.
on his
It was
tail.
the cutest thing. Yeah, we sit right on him.
And then
They were buddies.
one day he just disappeared. But the whole story, JoAnn's idea, the book is like so cool to explain the whole concept of one being a pet and one being like, I love it. I really do.
Well, the premise is that here is this one lizard who is big and scary looking to all the rest of them out there.
Which they're the friendliest
He's the
lizards.
nicest.
That's why
Yeah.
they have the spikes to give the appearance that they are dangerous.
Right, and that's part of the story. But the wild lizard comes and visits him, and he's in his cage, and they kind of envy each other because, Rex is stuck in a cage, and he can't go and run around and be free like that other lizard.
Right.
But the other lizard sees how much love and care that this lizard gets. He gets fancy food brought to him, and he gets pet.
And how I like
and
when Rex
talk
says,
to.
"What's your name?" and what does he say?
he doesn't know.
I don't know. 'Cause
Doesn't have
nobody
a
ever
name.
gave him a name.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's really cool. But the story ends that because lizards, like there's some lizards out there that their tails they could drop them at any time, and what they use it is defense. Like if it's prey, like a bird comes at them, they're able to drop their tail somehow, so the tail drops off and wiggles like a worm.
Oh yeah.
And then he could run away while the
Yeah.
But that's the end of the story that he kind of dropped his tail. But remember Joyce? I'll put it up.
yeah.
Did you ever see the video with Joy, my sister?
Guys, what is this? What is this? Is that a baby snake or something? Look how adorable. What could I put it in? Oh my god. What the frick is this thing? How adorable. What are...
Yeah.
Trying to feed it a piece of
She's
kale.
like, then she has a video, and then she has a still picture of
So sick.
of the lizard tail next to keel, and she's like, it won't eat. I'm like, oh my god. I'll throw that on. I gotta find it.
That was a work of art.
God.
And her voice, she's like, oh my god, what is this? It's so cute. And she has like this fucking tail just wiggling, blood coming out the front. Oh my god, she's nuts.
Yeah.
I won't even talk about one day I was on Facebook and all of a sudden, I'm on Facebook and all of a sudden a pair of boobies. Boom, a picture. My sister was she was trying to send it in Messenger. She posted on fucking Facebook.
No.
There I am looking at my sister's tits.
No.
Oh my god. And I wrote, Joyce!
She tried to play it off like I was sending it to my doctor.
I was sending it to my doctor, like what, Messenger mammogram? Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, the worst part is I saw my sister's tits.
Oh my god. Oh, poor
It's like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. You're like, Joy screaming, well, send a dick pic. I'm like, Maya, look at Maya. Yeah,
Oh my god.
unbelievable.
Well, it would just be the nutsack, so that would be the comparison.
Unbelievable. I was like, Joy. She's like, oh my god, I deleted it.
Oh.
Like, you can't delete it from my fucking mind.
Can't unsee this.
Send it to a doctor.
Right.
Yeah. So, This thing?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What else? I don't know what else is going on.
Oh,
But
I don't know either.
isn't that like the cutest lizard ever?
Yeah,
You took video of mine?
Pretty cool.
I don't like the way he's looking at that
Well,
baby.
it's just good to be back and able to do this again. It's been so long.
Yeah, this was so fun.
I hate to say it, but Alex kind of like he kind of. Oh shit! I'll beep that out. For some reason, it's like, because you wanted to get back on.
I wanted to do it the whole time, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
I
like we
just
lost a lot of time, but
I
we
just
find a way to get it.
get
going again.
frustrated because of all the shit that we talk about. Nothing happens. It's just frustrating. It's like
Seems like it. Well, they did just release the Epstein flight logs.
That's been out for 4 years.
I want to see the list of people.
They've released the list.
Oh, I didn't know. See, that's why the balloons are up in the air.
Ah,
everybody's worried about
yeah.
the
Look at the
balloons.
alien. Look up there.
Yeah, it just recently got released.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
You mean the client list, not the
the
flight list.
list.
The flight list's been out for years, Alex. I'm just trying to
so I'm
tell
Talking
you.
about
It was
the,
on
the list of
Q.
the people that.
But I think maybe it was officially released.
All right. Well, I'll take what I can get at this point.
Give me him. Maya. He's looking at me.
Got that baby. Aw. So, yeah, I don't know. The Epstein thing. There's so many.
I don't even think he's dead, to be honest
No,
with
he
you.
ain't dead. Give me a break. But he, I don't. There's too many compromise on both sides. I don't see that ever.
The Hollywood client flight logs were released.
All right, that's a step. We all knew about it already for all these years, but if it's coming out into mainstream news,
for some reason, until CNN and all, well, they probably didn't share, but until it gets into the mainstream, people believe shit. For some reason, people we know, family members, like, that's not true. I didn't hear anything about that.
Mhm.
They got to hear it from the most corrupt news people to believe it.
It's sad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. If they're not awake now, they don't want to be awake, and there's nothing you can really do about that.
Look at Bart.
Yeah, Bart's here. The whole family's here. But
So yeah, it's good. We'll
Yeah.
get back into this.
and I know there's a million other things that we could be talking about too that have happened because it's just been. I mean, the last one we did was in May, I think.
Well, what time are you hanging around? So we could also do more later after I bring this kid home.
Yeah, we need to eat too, so
yeah,
maybe
so
we'll
I'll cook.
put it on hold and maybe we'll do a part 2. I gotta.
You mind that, sir? You'll hang
No,
around
no.
a while?
YouTube.
Okay, well,
Everyone pray that I survive.
yes,
Yeah.
please.
Please.
Thoughts
for your
and
mom's
prayers.
sake.
Thoughts and prayers for Maya. She wants to win this game.
You got a water gun now?
What are you gonna do with
No,
it?
with me, I had to lend it
Do you want me to stop and get one? We'll do some drive-bys?
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
Purchase until 7.
What are you gonna do with the prize money if you win?
Well, I don't have a job right now, so save it.
Save it
Good.
for college.
College.
Buy more water guns.
Just promise us when you go to college you're not going to dye your hair green and start hanging out with Antifa because we're going to have to
Everybody's
deprogram
hungry, right?
you.
You're hungry, right?
Okay. Well, we might be back.
Yeah,
we
we'll
might
be
not.
back in a little while.
Okay.